Today, GBS in Psalms 59, the title of today's message is God's Special Love Works Miracles. Good morning, GBS. We are in Psalms 59, and today is some old Wild Wild West type of stuff. Like, straight up. David is on the run. You know, that's usually the case. He's always running from some type of enemy. But Saul is out to get him, but he not even playing fair. He's playing dirty. And he sends a watch out on David's house to kill him and everybody in it. I don't know about the everybody in it part, but he's specifically sending people to David's doggone house to kill him. And I think of people like Martin Luther King. You know what I mean? Like in those last days where he knew people was like out to kill him, and how I would like I have a little bit of anxiety just when my kid knock over a cereal bowl. I couldn't even imagine being on a run and somebody coming to my house to kill me. But get this part, when he was praying, because the title of the chapter, it was saying a prayer. When he was praying, he's like, God, please get them, because I ain't do nothing wrong. Like Martin Luther King, he ain't do nothing wrong. And you got people out there like Saul, that was his boy. Like, that was his king. That was his dude. And now he's sending people to his house to kill him? Man, that's crazy. So here's the tripped out part. So he prays to God. And I love how he asked God, like, you know, protect me with that special love. You know what I mean? Send that special love to protect me against, you know, not just Saul, but everybody that he convinced that I'm a criminal, that I'm the enemy. I need that special kind of love. Now, here's what's dope. This is what God did. So when they came, Saul sent some boys looking for David, because obviously he wasn't at home. And when they went into the town and they was asking like, hey, you seen David? I know he's with Samuel. That was the prophet who ordained, you know, David from jump. And this is what God did. He put his Holy Spirit on them, and it made them start prophesying. Ain't that crazy? Now, this is what it reminds me of when I read that, because he kept sending different groups. Like, I had to get out of Psalms, and then I went back to 1 Samuel 19 to read this. Somebody told Saul that David was in Naioth in Ramah. So Saul sent men to bring David to him. When the men arrived, they saw a group of prophets. Samuel was their leader. They were all prophesying. Then the Spirit of God came and he started to use Saul's men. They started to prophesy too. When people told Saul about this, he sent more men, but they prophesied too. So Saul sent the third group of men. These men also prophesied. Then Saul himself went to Ramah. He went as far as the large well at... Long story short, so Saul started prophesying too. It's like the Spirit of God came on all of these men and all of the groups of soldiers that he sent after David, but God's Spirit came on them. And it just makes me think of the scene in The Mask.
Hit it!
I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Yes, Senorita, I know that you would like a cheeky boom chick. It's very nice. So full of spice. Place my hand on your hip, and if you will just give me your hand, that we shall try. Just you and I.
Fat, shut up and help me down, all right?
And I need you to chick, chicky boom, chick, chicky boom, chick, chicky boom.
Start dancing, I'll blow your brains out.
Give me that thing. See ya. There he is. Let's get a snap out of it. Come on, this dance is over. Let's go. Follow me, officer.
So when David is asking for help, I know he didn't expect God to send it in this type of way. For God's Holy Spirit to just jump on all of the different men and soldiers and stuff that Saul was sending after him. And he kept sending all these different groups, and to the point that he just went himself, and then God's Holy Spirit went on him too, and he just automatically started prophesying, to the point that after that he just got up and went home and forgot about David. That is the type of special love that David is praying for, because in this world, we can't do nothing like that to keep our enemies from us. Only God can. And I tell my son all the time, when we watching these movies, everybody is always stealing from the Bible. And it's almost sad in a sense, because they water down God's miracles. God legit saved David's life by putting his spirit on these men and making them prophesy and forget about him. And we read about this and it's so light because, okay, we just read about it and it's another story. We've been brainwashed by too many rinky-dink movies to the point that when we read about God's miracles, we don't take it in like this really happened. I cannot imagine God doing something like that for me to keep me safe. But not only can he's done it. He's done it. And if I ever need him to come through for me again, guess what? He can, and hopefully he will. So that completes today's message. David is running from Saul. His wife, she put a little some goat's hair, a costume or something in the bed and made it up to make it seem like he was there. When the man went there, David wasn't there. Saul mad at Michael because that's his daughter. He like, why you let him get away? And her brother Jonathan was like, why you tripping on David? He ain't do nothing to you. Why you trying to kill him? That wasn't enough to keep David safe. But God's special love, when David was running away, he prayed this prayer. I need your special love to keep me safe. You are my refuge, God. I don't know how you gonna do it. I ain't even gonna try to figure it out, but I put my trust in you because you've protected me and you kept me safe in the past, and I know you can do it again. So let's let these whack movies. What Lisa tell me the other day, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's just the story of God sending down manna to the children of Israel. Let's let these whack movies stop washing down God's great miraculous powers. The end. I hope y'all enjoyed today's message. God bless you. Bye.